Hey there, Ranger fans and friends. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but I've got a little bit of spare time, and I just got these bad boys in from Japan. I now have most of the full Go-onger line, except for the one looking wheel dude. I'll put a picture of him right here so you can see him real quick. Yeah, he's the only one I don't have now, but I got these all from the same seller off of eBay. Got a really good deal on them. I think it was $300 for the entire collection. That's $100 per Megazord, and there were no engine cells with it. I'll take that. But they all still combine. They all still do everything, and we are going to take and do a full review on these bad boys. We're going to look at each individual Zord, how they combine into their normal mecha, give you a cool upfront look at each one, some nice little shots of each one, and of course, this does have one big ultimate combination that we can do with them, and I've got the main Megazord from the series of Go-onger sitting off to the side, so we can do that. But here we are, guys. Without further ado, the full Go-onger line of mecha that I have right now here on Sparta Green Ranger Reviews. Let's get to it. Alright guys, here we have 4, 5, and 6, and they are just beautiful. Now, I don't have the American versions of these to compare, but I do know that these are significantly larger than their American counterparts, because RPM was the first real series where we started getting adaptations for American toys being different than the Japanese ones. And I know because I used to have one of these a long time ago that these were significantly smaller, and there were some gimmicks that were no longer there. But these are just like their normal counterparts of 1, 2, and 3, inspired by different animals as well as being different vehicles. We have number 6 being a crocodile that's also like a car carrier. We have 5, which is a police car, but also a wolf. And then we have 4, which I believe is a dolphin. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but is also like a motorcycle, which is really, really cool. The paint details on these are, of course, fantastic, like all Japanese toys do. These have some engine cell gimmicks, but like I said in the intro, I don't really have any engine cells, but the engine cells do go in, and then they make sounds and effects. As for rolling, the wheels are really nice and good. They're nice chunky wheels on both 4 and 5, and then 6 has some itty bitty wheels, very, very tiny. Now, also what's really cool is these can sit up on here like they're being transported and be run around. And 6 also has a gimmick where kind of, for not just transformation, but you can also unhook it and kind of has like a little pulling effect, which is really, really cool as well. Now, when it comes to transformation on this one into its normal Megazord mode, it's pretty simple, really. We're going to push this back together for now, but we separate. These fold out like so. This folds up all the way, both sides, and this separates like that, and the legs make kind of extended feet by spreading open. Don't make me look silly. There we go, like so. All right, we're gonna adjust this up just a tiny bit. Now for the top of it, this folds down, and this, instead of just sliding up and being able to swivel like this, you push it back down and fold it up like so. And there we have the upper torso. This comes up and turns around. This comes up and turns around. And then this just reslots back in like that right there. Nice, good, click, chonky sound. But we forgot something, because inside here, there's our helmet. And we kind of need that bad boy right there. Now for the arms, you take the wolf, pop the back of it off. This just plugs in like this and slides forward. And then this pegs in. And then for our shark, we're going to turn this around 360. Then we're going to turn this around. And then they're going to lift these up. And they're going to lock in like that. And this plugs in right here. And then, of course, we take our helmet. Cool looking helmet. And it just snaps on like that. And we have a cool helmet. Oops, sorry. I think I had that turned around the wrong way. I did. There we go. Just like that. And we have another cool looking Megazord. Now here we are with 7, 8, and 9. 7 is like a Falcon, Firebird type thing, I want to say. But it's also a chopper. Then we have 8. Whoop, almost showed off the feature too soon. Is another canine type figure, but is also a jet. And then, of course, the main body of the Megazord, number 9, is like a jumbo jet Freightliner whale. And it's a big toy. It is a chonky boy, but it is fantastically beautiful as well. Now, to make the Megazord for these 3 is actually not that difficult at all. It's actually really, really simple. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up right here. You just turn it up. The arms of the legs spread. Arms turn up and up. The head comes off and goes to the front. And then for the wolf here, this comes off. And then see these little tabs right here? It just kind of pegs in just like that right there to kind of give like a bowcaster style weapon. And it goes on an arm like that. And then for the other arm, you take this part right here after closing your helicopter blades. And you just do a rotate. And there's a little square part right there that it just goes into like so. Gets a nice good chunky click. And then that goes in like this right here. All in all, a beautiful, beautiful toy. Not a lot of articulation, just arm movement. A little bit of turning here, turning here. You do have a rocket launching effect by pressing these. I just don't want to do the rocket because I will lose it. But beautiful piece altogether. Like a lot of these early mid-2000s Zords, not a lot of functionality, just really pretty. And here we are with numbers 10, 11, and 12. 10, of course, being a very chunky boy, is a main engine from Trains. These are all 3 Train inspired. And you have a elephant mastodon type one. You also have a T-Rex like bullet train, or sorry, Triceratops bullet train, and a T-Rex bullet train. It is very late at night as the time of recording this. Of course, no engine sales, unfortunately, in these. Like I said, when I went to purchase them, there were no engine cells allowed from what I was told. The engine cell here is in this one. Oh, we do have an engine cell. Apparently we do have one extra engine cell that I did not know we purchased. This is happening right when you guys see it. I did not know that. That is really cool. Battery is dead, of course, but we have engine cell number 10. So pretty cool to find out that we got an engine cell in this collection. So let's put them together. This one is very, very weird. You have to take a lot apart to put it together. So we're going to set these off to the side for now. Then we're going to grab this big lug of a train. This comes off and folds up and back. We'll set that off. The train sides come off as well. Set those off to the side. Now this comes apart in 3 separate pieces. We have the front, we have the middle, and we have the back. Now you can kind of guess where this goes because, well, arms and stuff. This is going to fold up. We're going to set this and put our horns out, set this off to the side. Of course, after we go on ahead and put the train front on it. But we're also going to go ahead and take this portion, and it goes on in a weird fashion, if I remember right. It kind of goes, see, there's 2 pegs here, but there's also a peg there. Let's say this goes on like that right there and that right there to lock in. And then we have the legs that go right like that and lock in, giving us that. We're going to set that off to the side right here now. And to make the arms for the Megazord, we fold this in and fold these together. And look, now we have an arm. Same thing, fold down, flip together. Now we have another arm. Hole, peg, peg, hole. Nice chunky click. Hole, peg, chunky click. Put that off to the side here. Now, we're going to raise the camera up. When it comes for legs, pretty simple. Peg, open, open, peg, open, open, peg, slot. I think these are kind of oriented to where they can only go on a certain way. So get them all. Whoops. Okay, one second. Pegged in. And there we have it. He is chunky, to say the least. He's the biggest out of the 3. Definitely the widest out of the 3. But that being said, I think he's absolutely gorgeous. So now I'm going to get these all kind of broken back apart and put together in the big Ultra Zord mode. It's a lot of moving pieces, guys. I was just kind of show you after I've got him together where each part has went And it's really cool, but it's a lot. So you guys get to see it here in 3, 2, 1. Here we are, guys. I have to pan to show you how massive this thing is. Like, it is daunting. It is almost, I want to say almost 2 foot tall. Just conservative guess. It's definitely maybe 1.5 feet, but let's start here at the bottom. You use the alligator as the main feet base, and then 4 and 5 become weapons that are attached to the main train bodies. The legs from, we're just going to call this the American version, the Paleo Max, sits here. The shield from the RPM Megazord sits here. Then these, the arms, become side armors for the legs, and the original legs latch into here. The T-Rex and the Triceratops become arms. The rest of the Megazord kind of sits exactly as it should be in the main center. The arms flip over, and of course the two airships become guns. On the back here, as we spin around carefully, you can see that the top of the train latches in and becomes like a headpiece on the back. The airship, that is the whale, becomes like a jetpack, which is really, really cool. And then the fist load weapon becomes the helmet of this Megazord. I'm going to lift this up so you can see. Guys, this thing is absolutely massive, to say the absolute least of this. Oh my goodness. Now, it doesn't do much, and it is heavy, but it is an intimidating piece of plastic that I absolutely enjoy. It's so gimmicky. There's so much going on, and it puts a smile on my face. Now, for final thoughts about this mecha, it's just happy. It's just happy. I loved RPM as a season. I loved Go-onger as a season. And these toys are just beautiful. The plastic's good. The way they interlock is still really good and strong. I would suggest, if you're going to put this in this mode and keep it in this mode, find a nice, big, sturdy place to set it and forget it. Of course, you can always take these all apart and display them as one giant Megazord collection. But this is the way I display this, just so when people ask me, what big Megazords do you have, I can go, well, let's look. And this is just one of the ones I gravitate to. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you want to see more of these? I know there's a few other combinations I didn't show in this video, but I do, in fact, want to show this one off. And I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Make sure, if you're not, please give us a quick subscribe. Just takes a couple seconds and lets you know when I post my next video. Now, also, guys, I couldn't do this without the support of all of you. So please make sure, again, to like, share, and subscribe. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Ranger Stop and Pop Atlanta, because I will be there June 16 through 18 shooting video for all of you lovely people. As always, I want to say have an amazing night. We will see you in the next video. May the power protect you. Peace.